We're here.
Nope.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Threeflings, the only show on Twitch. I'm Jess, and this is my channel. Welcome. You might see me down in the thing as Angry Nerd Girl. And tonight we are playing The Locrian Way by Benjamin L. Eastman and Matt Dunn. It is from Uncaged, Volume 2, the one with the Rusalka on the cover. So without much further ado, let's meet our tieflings, starting with Jesspack. Tell us who you are and tell us about your teeth.
I am Jesspack, and I am playing Euphoria, the Tiefling Bard.
Ink, tell us who you are and tell us about your teeth.
Hi, my name is Ink. You can find me on Twitter at These Dead Pens, and tonight I am playing Ophelia, your Warlock, Pact of the Tome, Patron of the Fiend, Tiefling. She's got a lot going on. She's got a lot in the title.
And lastly, never leastly, Gwendy, tell us who you are and tell us about your tiefling.
I'm Gwendy B, and I'm playing Idara, our resident fighty-bitey tiefling. She has no magic, but she won't let that stop her from being the first into trouble.
So, for a point of shared inspiration, who wants to give us a previously on Threeflings?
Do we have to do only the second half of the adventure or the whole thing? Because last week was part 2 of our first two-parter. Because we're being considerate of everyone's time.
Thank you, Jazz, for the clip.
You can just tell us what happened in the second part, because you already recapped the first part beautifully last week.
Oh, okay. Basement fun time. Things are hiding in the basement. Don't go into the basement again. We're not going to do that again. We go around, we find out that Julian had a lot of mess going on down there. We talked to a flaming skull that talked a lot less like Skeletor than I was hoping, and was like, I protect Julian, you cannot harm, so on and so forth. Found out that there was screaming from the closet, and that's our boy. So then we took the spell that he had written out, we put it together. I whipped it into the closet after Hadara was like, okay, here we go. The door also did a thing where we put the city back in the Dark Ages. So that's how that is. And after we got Julian out, Julian just disappeared into mist. We got Maggie and I forget what her name is.
Eleanor,
there you go. Yes, we got them to reconcile with Fennel by telling her that Fennel is good at repairing stuff, and Julian is very glad that he has fans. Essentially, they decided that they're going to keep it as a museum, but then dedicate it to Julian, who we found out had transitioned, and that's the sister that had died. And we were very subtly like, maybe don't mention the fact that there was a sister that never existed. And yeah, that's what we had going on there. In a small, succinct, very probably inaccurate way.
The important thing is confidence, not accuracy.
You right.
Yeah,
if people want to know what actually happened, they can watch our Twitch VODs on YouTube.
Yes.
Or on this very channel. It's in 2 places for ease of access. That's what
2 different flavors.
Yeah, points for everybody. You share a thing. Not
Thanks.
Points. Inspiration. You know what I mean.
Same thing.
So, after a long breakfast at the Alabaster Mansion, you made your way through the now darkened town. And eventually to the sea, where you booked passage on the Aideen, an old wooden shipping vessel, which you could just describe as an old wooden ship. Captained by Goose Sionu.
That's a name.
I love that already.
She is rough and tumble, but she leads a fearsome crew, and she's welcome to have you on board and take you to your next location, Utah's Landing, which is where you'll have to stop on your way to the Donkey's Respite Inn. So she's taking you over the Calqueen Sea at this point. And I would like you all privately in chat here to tell me one of two things. Either, oh no, my webcam's really laggy. That sucks. Hopefully it fixes itself. I would like you to either tell me what you most missed about home or what you're most looking forward to when you land.
So we know that Idara had a lead on there being like a monster hunt with the reward of 3,000 gold when we got there, right? Do we know anything else about where we're going? As far as things to look forward to?
I don't believe you did. No. Well, you know that Utah's Landing. Actually, give me a history check.
Ooh, all right.
Every time you say it, I keep
Or
hearing
just
you
an
say
intelligence check.
Utah's Landing.
Either way, that's a 5.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to see if my internet is laggy because my partner is playing a game online when I asked him not to. So
Oh,
I'm
no.
kindly asking him to get the fuck off. You know that it's a port town, and that's kind of all that you know. But generally, from your history, you've had like success in port towns.
Okay. And do we know if the job's like in a port town or just that's where we're landing?
No, it's past that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will BRB in this moment. I'm going to just cover up my camera but not turn it
Do we
off.
have to keep our answers secret, or can we discuss with each other while you're...
You can discuss with each other.
All right.
Just send them to me then.
All right, team.
Okay.
So, thing we either miss the most about home or the thing we're most looking forward to as I deal with these dice and hope I don't make a massive mess.
Huh.
All right. So off the top of my head, I think Idar is probably assuming that if we're going to like a port town and then we have to go into the wilderness for a monster hunt, she's going to miss civilization and all associated things. Baths. Lack of bugs. Taverns, shops.
So just creature comforts, basically.
Yeah.
Anything that is beyond living in a cave and eating rocks. Like how you're like, Adara has baths, and I'm like, never taken a bath once.
Idara has canonically taken at least 2 baths.
Oh, we love that.
Oh man. Yeah, I think Euphoria is just gonna miss like really like decently like decent food from like everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, Ophelia of course misses being at home, but like she doesn't care that much. Currently she has never seen a actual real life ship, so she's excited about that. But otherwise she is going to miss not having to hunt a monster, because that is few and far between apparently for this group. And that's just how it is. So yeah, that's currently what I have. Jess, do you want that in the Zoom chat, or what do you want?
Yeah, just privately send it to me in the Zoom chat, please.
Oh man. Shenanigans afoot. Do we do euphorias?
Oh yeah, I just said food. Like
Food's fair.
like really like food from a whole bunch of different places essentially, so because like when you obviously have to go on a trip, you have to sort of pack similar-ish things so that like things that will not spoil quickly. So it'll be like hardtack and
Beef jerky.
beef jerky. So I guess actually we'll change it to be like fresh fruits and veggies will be what she will miss most.
Fair.
Someone just said, no one said they were going to miss Fennel the most. Don't be mean to us.
Aw.
You should have took her on an adventure.
Okay.
There's so
Everybody's
many
telling us to sit up straight. Okay. Thanks.
Posture
Kat.
check in
Thank
chat.
Thanks for reminding me while I hunch over like a goblin.
All right.
So, let me know what you were doing on this ship. You can take the helm, you can hang out in the crow's nest, you can be in the kitchen, you can be swabbing the deck. Just let me know what each of you would be doing. You're passengers, but you are expected to, like, you got a free ride on the boat, so you're kind of working passengers.
If no one feels super strongly, Adara would like to take the crow's nest.
Ophelia is mainly just like looking over the side because again, she has never seen a ship before in her entire life. And then half the time she's like going up to the crow's nest, half to bother Adara, half to see what is going on in front of them. And like where they are going, and then otherwise just like helping with things in the kitchen if anyone needs help. That's about it.
Yeah, I think Euphoria would be primarily in the kitchen helping out.
Awesome. So, crow's nest, kind of in the kitchen-ish, and on the deck, sometimes going to the crow's nest. General excitement to be at sea.
Doing laps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Essentially.
So you've been out for some time, not like forever, but it's been a few days. You've got your sea legs. And it's a clear, sunny day on the Calqueen Sea. I'm so sorry, Benjamin and Matt. I am butchering this word every time we say it, and I hope it's not like a D&D name and everyone's going to hate me. On the Calqueen Sea, as the Edane rocks with the gentle waves. Suddenly, the sharp smell of ozone draws your attention to the changing skies as alarmed cries arise from around the ship. Dark black clouds roll in, covering the vessel like a swift blanket. "It's too big to go around," bellows the captain gravely. "Make yourselves useful, lest we all take a long swim."
Oh.
So tell me what you will do to assist the ship.
Euphoria will, I guess, help with the rigging and tying knots and stuff to, like, batten down the hatches.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Athletics? I thought it'd be sleight of hand for knots. Okay.
Oh, if you're gonna do not specifically, yes, do sleight of hand.
Yes.
You could see Pax's
That's
face
21.
immediately drop, just like, oh no.
You are rocking those knots. Adara, what are you gonna do?
Can I, since I'm already in the crow's nest, can I just like look out for like large oncoming waves to like warn everyone to brace themselves? Is that actually useful, or should I get the hell down from the crow's nest and like help?
If you're looking out for things like that, you can either give me a perception or a survive check.
I'd 100% like to do a perception check.
I like how
That
the really
sounds good.
strong one is not trying to help with any physical thing.
I'm also great at perception, for the record. That is a 22.
Okay, so tell me what you see.
Nothing. It's clear. Everything's fine.
It is absolutely fine ahead, but there is a roiling storm coming in behind you.
All
So-
right. I mean, I give people updates and maybe like look ahead to like see if I can see like a destination to take shelter in.
You see an island up ahead.
All right, I'm gonna direct people to that island and be like, this seems like much better than open sea.
Oh, we're gonna get Gulliver's traveled right now.
And Ophelia, what are you gonna do to help out?
Well, first off, Ophelia does not like the idea of drowning. So she's gonna smack the cap of breathing on from her backpack, which I'm assuming looks like a fishing hat.
Uh-huh.
And she is going to do her best to help with physical things, but she is not strong.
You can help with like magic spells or something if you want.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna do that.
Can you
Just tell
armor
me what kind
Vagathis
of
the whole
spell
boat?
you would do.
Well, I have like Mage Hand to help like plug holes, keep water from coming in. There's lots of just random things that I really can't think of because Ophelia is very, very limited in what she can do.
Magic missile some waves out of the way.
Yes, I'm sure the ocean will love being shot at.
You never know until you try.
Oh god, it's just like The Office. It's like the fire is shooting at us.
So tell me what you're gonna do.
There's a couple things that Ophelia can do just with like Mage Hand, but otherwise she's kind of limited in just being there for moral support, but not a ton else.
Okay. So how would you morally support Adara or Ophelia then? And you can let either of them roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Or you can mage hand something and just tell me what you're doing.
Dress just said this is my emotional support, Ophelia. I would mainly, I guess the best I could do is help Euphoria with like everything going on by using the Mage Hand to kind of like secure things while she ties stuff down, and that kind of
Okay.
because it can only do like 10 pounds, so I'm assuming like 10 pounds of force too. Like I don't know how many newtons of force that is, so yeah, stuff like that.
Okay. So, Euphoria, give me another check on those knots, this time with advantage.
Sure.
As the captain responds to Adara's shouting, sees the island, and tells the boatswain to turn the ship that way. And you all feel a bit of a bucking underneath you as this big, unwieldy ship turns.
So that's a 22.
All right. So the two of you together have rocked those knots. Everybody give me an acrobatic save, deck save to avoid like falling as you turn suddenly.
Sure.
I got a 16.
22.
I had a critical failure, so that's a 3. Thank you, gay dice. You've let me down. You said that too while I was just like eating a piece of candy and dropped it because I missed my mouth.
Oh no.
So, Ophelia, you fall and you start to slide down the ship. You do not fall overboard, but you were definitely taking a tumble. Unless, Euphoria, you were pretty close to her. You could try and grab her.
Yeah, I'd like to try to grab her. So, how do you want me
Give me
to
a
do
deck
that?
save for that.
Okay, cool. 17.
Yeah, you get her.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm not that heavy.
Just grab her by the back of her dress.
So Ophelia, you're on the ground, but you are not rolling down the deck.
Thank you.
Well,
From the torrential darkness now, you can see this massive land that Adara pointed out. You are now getting soaked as the storm is catching up to you. And you hear a voice call behind you saying, "Brace for impact!"
Oh, that's great.
Oh no.
Oh, great stars.
Yeah, Euphoria's gonna put on the cap now. her water-breathing cap.
And none of you were at the helm, which means I get to make that check.
Oh no.
This is the one time I want the DM to do well on this roll.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I don't have to make it a disadvantage because you did well in the last section. So it rumbles behind you as the ship crashes onto the shore. It is still in one piece, and you are not in the water.
That's good to know.
But it has taken considerable damage.
Ooh.
But it is not, smashed to smithereens. So good job.
We'll take it.
Good job, team. We
We're only
helped.
we're only partially castawayed.
Yes. It's a thought that
Goose
counts.
walks forward, looks up at Adara and gives you kind of a thank you. Comes over to Euphoria and thank you with them knots, and gives Ophelia a hand to help you up.
I will take it. Thank you.
So now, I suggest we all spend the night on the ship. So we've got quarters down here to bed in, and this storm doesn't seem to be letting out. We could take a look and see what supplies we can find on the island to repair as soon as it rolls over. I don't think we're going anywhere tonight, folks. Thank you. We're alive because of your help.
I assume I'm still like halfway down the rigging at this point.
If you were climbing down the rigging, yes. Otherwise, you are still in the crow's nest.
Can I hear anyone from the crow's nest?
Yeah, you can hear shouting and stuff. You can't hear like whispers.
Oh, okay. So the second I see that people are having a conversation without me, I'm gonna start heading down.
Oh, that's very Adara.
Nope.
So yeah, you would hear basically that you need to stay here for the night. Storm's gonna not last.
Okay.
I mean, the storm will probably be for a while.
All right. Well, shall we go to bed then?
I was gonna say,
It'd
what
be
time
useful
is
in
it?
the morning.
Because it's like mid-afternoon. I am not going to sleep yet. What time is it?
It is kind of afternoon, but it's dark out.
Very nice.
Okay. So before we like just the storm's still coming at us, right? It hasn't fully hit yet. Okay. Can I take a look at like the tree line for the island and see if there's anything there?
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a perception check because it's dark, and it's rainy, but it's not like the worst part of the storm yet.
Okay. That's cocked. Whoa. I love advantage. That is a 23.
So around like looking, are you staying on the ship to look or are you getting out?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay. So
Not sure how I
along
would get back up if I got down.
along the shoreline, you see like lots of flotsam and jetsam and detritus and debris. But looking further out, you see forests of oak and pine.
Okay. Is there anything like moving in there?
There's a lot of wind.
I mean, fair. All right, that's good enough for me for right now. Rather wait out the storm before we go exploring.
Yeah,
Same hat.
this is gonna be a time. Just dealing with all the rain.
All right. Well, nobody got injured, which is nice. If you had, you would get a long rest here, but you're good. So you just get one anyway.
Heal from last week's adventure then.
That would have happened anyway. It's been days.
But I hadn't fixed my character sheet yet.
Heal and get your spells back and all of that.
Yeah, I'll get my spells back.
The ocean isn't the only thing that's salty right now.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
So your sleep is it's tough to sleep through the night because this storm is loud and the ship is battered and it's rocking and you hear some shouts from the sailors, but nobody really wants to go above deck because of the danger. But it sounds like wood cracking and splintering And
Oh no, there go the masts.
Can I go up and look?
Oh
you'll go up in the
no.
rain?
Yeah. Does
Okay.
anybody else want to go up in the rain with me? Or do you have common sense?
Euphoria is inclined to stay dry.
Fair.
If you don't mind.
I will come up and help because I'm sure my frog would like to be wet
Aw.
in the rain.
Idara's like looking at the boat damage and Ophelia's just holding her frog up like Simba.
Yes, precisely.
You go up there and the mast seems to be fine, but the what's called the figure that's on front of the ship is kind of destroyed. Like the head of the mermaid on front of the ship has been like completely knocked off by the storm, along with her hands. She's had a rough storm, and
poor girl.
And you can't you have really high passive perception, so you can tell that there are some other places that are damaged, but you'd have to like get off the boat to take a look at them.
Well, as not a carpenter, there's not much I can do about that, so I'm just gonna make a mental note and then turn back to Ophelia and be like, well, mast is good. Want to go back inside, I guess?
The mast is important, right?
Yeah, it's the big thing at the top that holds up all the sails.
Oh, okay.
And it's still here.
Okay, that's good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't want to not sleep, so I would like that.
Fair. All right, I guess we'll turn back around and go back inside. Just soaking wet, be like, mast is okay.
That was so worth it.
So, soaking wet and listening to the sounds of the storm battering around you, you fall back asleep and you wake up in the morning to the sound of tropical birds.
An improvement.
Is it though? We don't know.
We find
don't
out
know
the birds
that
are just
yet.
eating the boat.
I was gonna say, yeah, are they cannibal birds?
You
They
find
eat
out
each
that they're
other in the eyes?
shrikes.
Oh, shrikes are terrifying. Oh, they
All right.
are though.
Sorry.
Shrikes were the first big scary monster I used in a Mouse campaign.
That's metal.
Yes. If none of you have heard of shrikes, you should look them up. They are birds that can use tools, aka spikes. Terrified if you're afraid of birds.
Yeah, so let's Euphoria is ready to go topside.
Yeah, same.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I assume the rest of the crew is also, or are they like weirdly hiding inside?
No, they're getting up, and you can see the captain started ordering them to examine the damages.
All right, we'll head out.
Okay. Are you heading out to look at the damages, or just heading out to survey the island?
Well, they asked for supplies, right? I assumed we would go hunting for supplies.
Yeah, and they're going to
ship.
be more qualified to deal with the boat damage than we are, so...
We could play Gopher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good first time on a boat for Ophelia.
So, before you head off of the boat, the captain kind of grabs you. She says, I just want to keep you informed. The hull's a mess. It's going to take... Well, I can fix it, see, but it's going to take me at least a week. So I've sent some of my mates off to get lumber. There's a bunch of trees downed in the storm. If you can bring back some downed trees, that would be awfully helpful. But otherwise, just take a look, see what supplies you can find, and we'll try and make this week as pleasant as possible, eh?
Is there anything in particular that you're looking for? If the other crew members are taking care of the lumber situation?
So, well, I sent about 6 out this morning, and 2 went out to take a bathroom break down the shore, and I haven't come back yet, so I don't know if I got up the bowels or what, but there might be some snakes around. I'm guessing they haven't run off. Small island like this, probably not far to run. But if you do see them, tell them that just because we're on an island, there's no dodging work. If they don't come back, I'm docking the rail for a week.
All right, but that still didn't answer my question.
On what you look for?
Yeah, because you said that they're getting the lumber. So, like, what would you like us to get since you already have
Just some
people on
lumber if you can find it.
Okay, more
Some,
lumber.
Gosh.
I'm gonna jump in
Some,
here and suggest a source of fresh water, perhaps.
Oh, that would be excellent.
We're surrounded by water, and none of it good.
No, if you can find a spring or something, that would be excellent.
All right, so we'll go look for a spring. That sounds easy enough. It's manageable.
Mm-hmm. You might just hunt and gather on the way there or the way back.
And if you see Samson and One Leg Sandrine, send him right on back, all right?
Will do.
All right, now don't stay out there too long. I haven't been on this island before, but don't want to get sunsick.
You can get sick from the sun?
Yeah, if you're
yeah.
out in it too long.
Get too hot, dehydrated, seawater starts to look good, and maybe your friend's throat starts to look good. Sand looks good.
I don't know if that's
And
a
all
symptom.
of a sudden,
Is
your
this
skin
from personal
bubbles
experience?
off. No. Some of my crew have had it. It's horrible. Whatever you do, don't drink seawater.
Ah,
It doesn't help.
okay. Sun's evil. What do you mean? Sun's evil.
All right. Good talk. We'll go find some wood and some water.
Yes. Great.
Right. Give me a survive check to see where you're going.
Everyone or
Everybody,
Oh,
or
I
just
love not being professional.
whoever wants to be the leader of looking for wood and water.
Oh, don't ask me.
I rolled
Sure.
a 9.
That's a
I got
7.
a 17.
There we go.
Finally, one of us is good.
Euphoria.
The
The other 2 of you are, I'm going to say, Ophelia, you are kind of amazed by being on this island. Adara,
I'm just
Getting
trying
off the
to
bo-
explain to Ophelia what sun sickness actually is. No, it doesn't turn you into a vampire. That's not a thing. You just get too hot and then you start feeling sick because you're too hot and you need water.
Euphoria, you, first, Adara, you see there is, the hull has just holes gouged into it. It looks like when this ship ran aground, it got smashed up along the rocky shore.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, okay.
Euphoria, you walk in on the sand, you sense that wetness beneath your feet, and then it's dry a little bit, and then you sense some more wetness up ahead. You go through a dry patch, and then you start to find mud.
All right. Okay, so I guess we're on the right track. So we'll just keep heading this way. Are there footprints in the sand at all besides ours?
Yeah, you see multiple footprints leading into the woods and out of the woods.
And
It's home
okay,
before
yeah,
dark.
so they're fresh, right?
Yes.
Cool. That's fine. All right. So we'll head this way then.
There's so much sand.
It's rough and it's coarse and it's irritating.
Yeah.
And it gets everywhere.
You don't like the beach? I mean, it's pretty nice.
I like the beach, I just don't like sand in my shoes.
I like the beach. I also like knowing I can leave the beach.
As you're walking, let's see. Ophelia,
Yes?
you see ahead of you, an image of your home.
Ah.
There's a light in there, and the door is open just a crack.
Ah, yes. This does not belong here.
And I'd like you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's awesome, because that's a thing that I'm...
It's like your little graveyard. Your house in the graveyard was just right here on this island.
I was gonna say, that'd be more concerning, because that means that the house would just get whipped here. That's a 14. No, 15, actually. Sorry.
Okay. So as you take a closer look at it, you see a kind of telltale shimmer and recognize that this is an illusion of some sort.
Yes. Island's haunted. Yeah.
Idara probably actually laughs out loud and is just like, what?
Oh yeah, for some reason, like, my house was just, like, chilling over there by the dune. It's not real, but still, that's kind of uncomfortable.
Of course it's haunted.
Yeah. This is our beach episode, but the beach is trying to kill us.
Oh no.
Oh.
Hey, RP Dice.
Wow.
So you get further into the forest, and you see a lot more tracks around here, as well as some drag marks. It looks like you would guess that this is a place where they've been removing a lot of dead trees from.
And again, all of this seems recent? Sorry.
Yes, this all seems recent.
Okay.
Could we tell if there's like anybody else who's like here that's not us?
You can give
Like
me
other signs of life that doesn't look like people just dragging trees from like here to the beach where the ship is.
give me a survival check.
Does it look like
Alright.
someone's dragging something that's not a tree into
Do we
some place
see-
that's not the ship?
Do we see
I
a
got a
large
little-
treehouse?
I got an 11.
Okay.
Oh.
So you do see other footprints. You see a lot of them going back and forth from this area on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see two sets that go deeper in. They look different than the others. They still look human, but there's something different about the way that they're paced. Like either they're not as sunken in as the others, or they're not quite in a straight line. There's something weird about these tracks. Dress said there's Jesus' footprints in the sand. That was when I carried you.
What if Jesus? What if
Idara gesturing back at the sand, holding one tiefling in each arm. Ophelia being like, I twisted my ankle.
it's just like there are only one set of footprints? Where'd you go then, Jesus? I was riding on your back. You gave me a piggyback ride.
You don't remember? Does Euphoria point out the weird tracks?
Like, how are they weird? Like,
It's Jesus.
They look like they're sandals. Heels, maybe.
From the roll that you got, that is how
Doesn't
weird
look
you can
like
tell that they are.
Okay. All right. Well,
They
I'll just...
look human, but they are not the steady, even tracks of the other ones that you saw.
Okay. So, like, Alright, I'm trying. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, something's off about those footprints. I don't really know what. I'm not well versed at like tracking people. Adara, maybe you want to take a look at them since you're
Sure.
the hound dog.
Sometimes.
She ain't nothing but.
Wow. Do you want my help or not?
I want your help.
All right. Can I take a look at these tracks?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a survival check.
Sure. Ooh, 18.
Okay.
I took that insult as a challenge to do better.
So Adara, taking a closer look, having more experience tracking people down, you can see that not only are these two tracks heading into the woods, deeper into the woods, you can tell that by the lighter impression in the sand that they aren't carrying something heavy like a tree trunk, but also that the footprints are erratic, like they're not walking at a steady pace, indicating to you the possibility that the two people who left these prints may have been charmed.
Oh.
Oh,
Interesting.
Well, that's fun.
I relay
Not
all this
really.
back to the group.
yucky. Ah,
Alright. Well, I mean,
I thought the boat was gonna mean we were gonna have fun.
well, we did have fun right up until the storm. So
We'll have fun once we're paid after dealing with this.
Yeah. So I guess we take off after the
Yeah.
footprints, right?
The feet prints, yeah.
The feet prints.
So, traveling along after these prints, fragrant smells greet you as reeds and amaranth flowers sprout out from nearby freshwater pools. You have found fresh water.
We did it.
Are we sure we did it?
Is it a
It could be
mirage?
an illusion.
Touch the
Is
water.
this water poison?
A group of lizard folk, their scales brown and dark with mottled yellow spots, observe your approach, readying their weapons and hiss.
Hi.
You see 5 of them. No, you don't. Just kidding.
You see 3 of them.
You
Two
do.
are hidden in
You
the
see 3 of
bushes.
them.
Hmm.
I lied. 2 of them are illusions. Do you think they'd like to meet my snake?
Put a pin in that for now. Hi. We wrecked our boat, so we're just looking for supplies. We don't mean you any harm.
One of the lizard folks cocks his head at you.
Of course he does.
Huh?
I said, of course he does. He doesn't understand me.
And still holding up his weapon, he looks a little confused and raises his javelin but doesn't strike. You can all give me a perception check if you want.
Sure.
Sure.
Fucking
13.
supreme, you funky little lizard. Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love getting a 5.
21.
So Dara,
Expect bad con dice. You're doing great.
you can see, it was hard to see because it's very camouflaged against them, but you can see that these 3 lizards in front of you have packed wet clay all around their head in a band, covering their ears.
I will point this out to Euphoria and say, I think they can't hear you. They've got stuff on their ears. Or where their ears would be? I don't really know.
Where their ears would be.
Yeah.
They got
My
holes?
mental image of lizard folk is earless.
Here,
like
I'll show you what
holes.
lizard folk
Yeah,
look
like holes on the side
Yeah.
of their head.
There you go.
They got
There's a lizard folk.
mud covering their sound holes.
Huh. Well, I'm sure that explains a lot. Maybe we should consider doing the same, but not with mud, obviously.
At
Yeah.
this, one of the other lizard folk hisses and throws a javelin at Euphoria. So you're in the front.
Okay, cool. Love
It-
this.
Lands right next to you
Cool.
in the mud. Would you
Cool.
like to roll? Yeah, we're going to roll initiative because they're attacking you.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! This is a great start.
17.
I also rolled a 17.
Hey.
I got an 18.
Ooh. Tiefling synergy.
Yes. And how much out of that would we go to attack? We're gonna get like.
Adara, you were
Please.
18 or 17?
17.
You 17. Euphoria was 18?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Ophelia, what'd you get?
I got a 17 too. I got a 15 plus 2.
Sweet! And the lizard folk got a 5.
They'll be going, never.
Oh gosh. No, I don't want to hurt the friends. Not
They
in front of
started
the
it.
snake staff.
Okay, so Euphoria, what are you going to do?
I'm just gonna put my hands up, and not. I'm gonna wait on. I'm gonna hold my action for if they, I guess, actually hit one of us.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna hold my hands up and go, no. Shake my head. No, thank you.
Dara, what are you going to do?
I see Euphoria do this. And I'm going to take out my scimitar. And I'm going to ready an action to move up and attack the next one that, attacks at us.
Okay. Ophelia, what are you going to do?
First off, I'm not gonna take anything out. I'm just gonna chill with my frog on my shoulder. Use the staff that I have and turn it into the python and just have it chill at my feet, and then wave and try to look as friendly as humanly possible. And what do I have in my bag? In my bag, I will pull out one of my what is it? What do I have? I have a lot of stuff in here. I will take out one of my amulets that I have in my bag and place it down on the ground and kick it toward them.
What's the amulet do?
It's just a plain amulet. It's just an
Okay.
necklace.
So, seeing you turn your staff into a snake, 2 of the lizards back up with readied javelins and hiss. The one who first threw a javelin at Euphoria says something. And who speaks Draconic? Please raise your hand.
Also, I'm gonna
Okay.
roll initiative for my snake. My snake got a 6.
Okay.
I do.
You speak
Oh,
Draconic?
thank God!
I
Thank God! Yes!
actually do. I do, because I took the linguist feat.
Uh,
I was just like, oh, there's. I was like, where's Shy?
right?
Yeah.
Far away, like, I do.
Shy's I sense a disturbance in the force.
I think I learned Draconic from Shy, so mine's probably extremely formal.
So, seeing, this is unlike any Draconic that you've heard. You would guess that this is a very old form of Draconic.
Okay.
But you can pick out watching TV in a language that you like know enough of that you're like, yeah, I get the gist, but I don't actually know what's happening.
Yeah.
You get the sense that this lizard is saying like, they're afraid, looks like friend. Why are you here? Kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So Euphoria's just gonna go, friends, and like pantomime or like say the word for ship, but like just do hand gestures and go like just like point across.
And kind of
And
looks
then
at
just
you.
like, yeah, and just go, need supplies, leave shortly is basically what Euphoria says.
Kind of looks at you and says, shimmer.
No shimmer. And then like Euphoria's gonna point to like their ears
Mm-hmm.
and say shimmer.
And it nods.
Oh, okay. And then like Euphoria's gonna turn around and go, I think we should maybe like cover our ears. Not with mud, obviously, like here. And like Euphoria just starts like ripping at her shirt and like gives like headbands out, so now she's in a crop top.
That's an energy.
It covers up her ears.
I'm pretty sure Euphoria, at least design-wise, was already in a crop top.
True.
Welcome to the crop squad.
As soon as you cover your ears, they all like kind of take a breather. And the leader just kind of points you and says, leave. Soon.
Like, that's the plan. Leave soon.
And they all jump into a muddy puddle that had been they'd been standing around, and you do not see them anymore.
That's wild.
Put my scimitar away.
There are reeds on this. It's not a puddle. It's like a reeded, muddy pool that you can't see any once they jump in.
Yeah, so I guess something else lives on the island with them, which is why they have their ears covered.
That's not terrifying at all.
And they thought that we were charmed and that we were going to hurt them. But they realized that we're friends, but they told us to leave soon.
Did they say anything about where the footprints?
Nope.
Okay.
They were speaking really old Draconic. I speak the new stuff because Shy taught me.
I feel like if anyone spoke ye old Draconic, it would be Shy.
Yeah, but she didn't teach that to me. She just taught me, stuff she thought would be useful to me.
They were speaking Beowulf Draconic, and Shy taught you like Hep Cat 1950s Draconic.
Yeah.
God, cursed.
Good.
Greaser Draconic.
Oh, God. Okay, so like, did they say specifically that there's like something on the island? Because I think that's what like made my house show up.
They just called it the Shimmer, so I'm assuming they're just referring to the illusion magic, and they were just trying to see if we were, I guess, charmed by whatever else lives here with them.
Makes sense. I'm gonna turn my staff back into a snake and just have it chill, and then just gonna have the frog chill. I don't like the idea of something else being on this island. I just want to get wood and leave.
Well, we should probably go back and at least tell the crew to like cover their ears so nobody else wanders off, and then we gotta go find the missing people, which is, I know, a phrase that We're gonna just start putting coins in a coin jar. Missing people all the time.
God, yeah.
You don't even know.
Ugh.
Um,
I was gonna say when I first read this adventure, I was like, I'm so excited for them. There won't be any missing people. They're on a boat.
Spoke
And
too
then
soon.
we wound up here.
ugh. All right, let's go back to the ship and warn them to cover their ears.
Yeah.
Do we have like some flasks or something we can fill up with fresh water on the way out?
Oh yeah, that would be smart.
I was gonna say we probably have water skins.
Did you bring
and
any
stuff.
with you? Did you bring any water skins?
Given
Yeah,
that
I
we were
don't see
looking
why
for
we
fresh
wouldn't.
water, I'm gonna say probably.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I believe you. Go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah, you can fill them up here. Does anybody want to take a look at that javelin, or are you just gonna leave it there?
I'll
Thrown
take a
at you
look
for
at
you.
it.
Okay.
Am I investigating it or am I perceiving it?
You can give me a medicine check on it.
Ooh.
Or
Oh.
investigation check.
Was it poisoned?
If it's medicine, I have proficiency in that.
I have a 15 for medicine. Did I do it?
Oh, you rolled a 15.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you
Sorry.
were like, my skill is a 15, and I was like, shit.
We're
Okay.
level
No,
four.
no. I'm a common criminal.
Like, I think
Like,
that
I'm
is
a
physically
doctor
impossible for
bard.
us.
I only
So-
know healing word. That's as far as my medicine goes.
Gosh.
So, this is different than most javelins you've seen. Being a common criminal, you have found yourself at the other end of many City Watch javelins.
Gosh.
And you know that they usually have like a large, deadly point. This one has a small, very slender spike, and almost like a needle at the end of it, at the end of the stick.
Okay.
And you can see that it's slick and coated with something.
Poison.
So you can tell that this wouldn't do much damage to you by like being struck with it, but that it's very likely coated in something bad for you.
I'm just gonna take that with us. We'll just say it's a gift from our friends. I don't want to leave this here for somebody else to find.
Okay.
Do the lizard folk like stop her?
They're
They're
gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they boogied.
Ugh.
I was like, taking someone's stuff right in front of them is pretty bold.
They
Yeah, it's a
dove
criminal.
into the pond,
Okay.
and they might still be here. You just can't see them.
What you got, Euphoria?
It's possibly a poisoned javelin, so I'm lucky I didn't get hit with this.
Yeah.
Be in a real bad way.
Yeah. Can I look at it with like my herbalism kit and see if I can figure out what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What is it?
This is a kind of non-damaging poison, but it
Okay.
does render you unable to speak.
Oh.
Ah. Okay.
Hmm.
So, yeah, they were trying to play Mum's the Word with us, apparently.
Oh.
That could come up.
Yeah, that's not great, and I'm assuming that probably has something to do with the fact that they had stuff in their ears. So someone's
It
definitely
might.
saying stuff that's not particularly friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine not if it's making illusions all over the island and charming things.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a feeling whatever it is uses its voice to do something nasty.
Ah. Adam said leaves you only able to communicate via interpretive dance. I love that. Yeah, we're really gonna get Umbrella Academy, and we're gonna get rumored in about 5 minutes. Jeez.
So, ever the contrarian, and having nothing to offer to the javelin investigation, can Idara see any of the lizard folk that are gone or hiding? She is actively seeking them.
Give me an investigation check then.
Sure.
I am a tiefling in search of a lizard folk.
8.
You don't see anything.
It's because they're gone.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
lean down to the muddy pond and offer my frog some sweet mud.
And then we should go back because this is time sensitive information.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
We'll let the frog have some mud and then we can go.
All right, we head back.
All right. So it's pretty easy to find your way back. You know the way you came. There's a lot of broken trees. You can follow the footprints fairly well. And you, as you're walking back, Adara,
Mm-hmm.
you hear an odd sound as you get kind of close to the edge of the tree line. Sounds like clinking glasses. And you look over and you see Shy sitting in a bar, holding up a beer to you and patting an empty seat next to her.
Hmm.
Hang on. Quick question. We have our ears wrapped. Does she hear the clinking glass still?
Oh, her ears are wrapped.
Yeah, we've
Never mind,
wrapped
you
all
don't
our
hear that
ears.
part.
Do I still see the rest?
You don't.
Oh. This is
None
all
of
just
that happens.
alternate universe Adara could have been swayed.
None of that happens.
Adara has deja vu on this island.
Adara
Happens
just,
to
like-
look in their direction, sees nothing, and goes, ugh. I gotta chill.
Adara just like walking through the forest kind of stops for half a second and just goes like and keeps walking.
Somewhere, Shy is having a beer.
Without me.
The
Motherfucker.
nerve.
So yeah, you make it back to the boat.
How does
The
everybody
DM
look on the
remembers
boat?
that your ears are wrapped. How what?
I said, how does everybody else on the boat look? Because they don't have their ears wrapped.
They look okay.
Okay, cool. So we
They're,
tell everybody, wrap
Hard
their
at work,
ears.
there's a big pile of logs in front. And Goose sees you and gives a shout when you arrive. Oi, did you find I'm missing too?
We've got water, and we think we know what's going on, but everybody who's working on the ship needs to wrap your ears, because something's running around the island charming people.
Run that by me again.
Yeah, something is charming folks on the island. We don't know what. We spoke with some friendly lizard folk who told us that we need to leave the island soon. And I'm assuming it's because of what they're calling the shimmer. It does illusions.
Friendly lizard folk.
Yeah, friendly lizard folk. They gifted me the spear. Before is why I got to Goose now, because it's just gonna make it easier.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You want me
a
to
new
do
one.
it?
So we're not alone on the island then.
No.
She gets a faraway look in her eyes.
Yeah, just wrap your ears, because we don't need to be looking for the entire crew.
Also,
when
you
it's
want to
just
talk
too
about
curtly.
you want to talk about that face you made, or
But yeah.
Well, this island's not on any map.
Oh, that's awesome.
So how is it inhabited?
I mean, they've been here a really long time. Like, I speak Draconic, but they speak like ye old Draconic, like old stuff.
You speak Draconic? What kind of fancy nonce are you?
I'm a bard. I'm supposed to be multilingual. I'm supposed to be a polyglot.
But
I
like-
wouldn't be a good bard if I'm not.
but like in
You have a
useful
lot of
languages.
dragons.
Yeah, well, I speak lyrics, and I'm not a halfling, so
The halflings are like people you'd run into in a city.
Love how they
you don't run into lizard folk. or dragonborn in the city?
Well, they all speak common.
Y'all are prejudiced.
What speaks common, Karen?
Says, well, thank you for the water. And the tip. She walks to the front of the boat. Says, swabs! Shove some cotton in your ears. Just not so much you can't have your orders. Savvy? Get back to work.
I guess that's better than nothing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh gosh.
All right. So rewrapping our earband things, we head back to the footprints that we're going to try to follow again.
I was gonna say, I have actual probably cotton in my herbalism kit if you want to actually stick things in your ear that aren't like t-shirt.
I mean, at this point, I've committed to the like 80s
The
jock look.
Yeah, the bit.
Yeah, Ophelia is just gonna take a little bit out and shove a little bit in the ear holes of the frog, and then just be like, okay, fine.
I have a vision that, at least for Adara's, she looks very similar to like a Street Fighter character.
See,
but
I
it
was
goes
thinking
over her
Rambo.
ears.
Yeah, I was thinking Rambo.
You look like Ryu.
But it's also like coral or something.
Oh god, fighty bitey. Street fighty bitey.
This is such a good beach episode.
People went missing, we met some giant lizards.
Alright, cool.
So, without much incident, you make it back to, you can follow those footprints. Give me another survive check. Once you get where you had been.
Who has the brain cell this time?
Ooh, I have
That's a
an
great
8.
question.
16?
I rolled a 16.
Hey!
Nice, twinsies!
We have the brain cell.
Yes.
Apparently.
Good. Someone needs to have it.
Just linked elbows so that we can share it.
We've decided to ascend.
So you continue along, and suddenly you approach something that is very recognizable to, I would say, Adar. Who spent the most time? Actually, Adara, you are not a wilderness person in this one. I was thinking of Bagel. Never mind.
Bagel loves the outdoors.
I know. Bagel would know what this is.
Bagel's
Shout
a
out to anyone who
Pugmire
has no
character.
idea what Jess is talking about that are just like, why are bagels in the woods?
Bagel is a corgi.
Bagel is the corgi that I play on Pugmire, a different game.
Why are there bagels in the woods?
So you see an area where the ground stops, and looking down, you see bones and corpses of boars littering the bottom of a pit. 4 long sharpened spikes erupt from the earth, clearly designed to spear whatever beast has the misfortune of falling in.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Ophelia probably has like some of this knowledge that's like, this is kind of familiar, but without the spikes. Has 30 to 50 feral hogs.
Just ahead, you see 2 boars striding your way towards the pit. But as they see you, they change their direction slightly, digging their hooves in the dirt and lowering their tusks in your direction. Roll initiative, please.
For my own mental map, it's Boars Us Pit or it's Boars Pit Us?
Boars pit you, but the pit is to the side of you.
Okay.
Want me to draw a map?
How big's the pit?
You could try.
I was thinking like a tic-tac-toe board where we're in the center, the pit's to the left of us, the pigs are right on top. Right in front of us.
21 on
that.
initiative.
Oh,
Jack?
I got a nat 1, so
Ooh.
that's a 6 total.
God,
Here's
you
your
still
map.
have +5 though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
IOE.
Just maps. Just maps.
Love just map.
So sorry, what was that initiative, please?
21.
Okay. What else do we have?
Dead ass last.
Did you get a 1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1. I have a 6 total.
Okay. Hey, guess what? You're not last.
Hey.
Hey!
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
They were tattered. Yeah, I'm reading the chat and I'm like, you know what, Arcline? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wow, we just got Odyssey'd.
We have to know less Greek mythology for this adventure.
So, Adara, you are up first.
Glad I took a bite of food. All right. So the boars look like they're getting ready to attack, right?
They sure do. They look like they are about to charge.
I'm gonna turn to Euphoria and say, do you speak boar?
Haha, very funny. No.
Okay.
Same energy as, I could really use some healing. Oh, unfortunate.
All right, I'm gonna move up so that I'm like notably in front of the group by like a good 10 or 15 feet. And then I'm gonna ready an attack for if one of them charges me.
Awesome. Andrew, I said in chat somewhere. Vittori looks up. Vittori speaks more. All right. Ophelia, you are up.
I want to see if I can remember if boars are afraid of snakes.
I mean, kind of everything is, sort of.
Okay, I just didn't know if these are
But
like...
not like... Actually, I don't think boars are. Enraged boars will definitely mess with a snake.
I was going to say, I thought boars were afraid of snakes because they can constrict them to death.
If this is like a mythology thing, I sure haven't heard of this.
No,
Yeah,
I'm genuinely curious
if
boars are afraid of snakes.
Are you thinking of mongooses and how they fight snakes?
Mongoose do fight snakes.
Mongoose.
You know who's not afraid of snakes? Honey badgers.
Oh, honey badgers don't give a shit.
Nope.
Adam in chat said boars don't afraid of anything.
Yeah, they really don't be. Okay, I was gonna say, because I was gonna see if they were afraid of snakes, because then I could just have a snake do a wiggle woggle in front of them, and then we were just gonna be done with this.
Elephants are afraid of mice.
I do know that, which is so weird.
Which I don't think is actually true. I think that's something cartoons taught us.
Maybe they're just worried about stepping on them.
Elephants think we're cute, like puppies.
Yeah, isn't that adorable?
Yeah.
We're just filling air while Ophelia buffers.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn my staff
It's an
into a
educational
snake.
stream.
I'm gonna
Okay.
turn my staff into a snake. I'm gonna like javelin it across, like a little bit forward so it's next to Adara, and I'm gonna roll my snakes initiative before I forget about that. That's a 17. Nice job,
Shit.
snake. It's a +2, and I rolled a 15. And then that's my action. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Euphoria, you are up.
Yeah, so Euphoria's just gonna reach into the gray bag of tricks and is gonna pull something out. So let's see what she pulls out.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is she?
Reginald!
Reginald!
Hey.
Our great big Irish wolfhound.
Puppet dog.
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah. What is it to take something out
You're
of the
muted,
bag?
It's an
love.
action.
Okay.
It's an action to pull something out of the great bag of tricks. For my bonus action, I'm gonna give Adara inspiration.
Thanks.
You are inspired by the appearance of Reginald.
Inspired by my new animal friends.
Yes.
Does Reginald act on your initiative or his own?
Reginald acts on my initiative. Yeah, it acts on my initiative, and I can use a bonus action to command Reginald.
Gosh, Adara is like Snow White, but like a Disney princess, but more aggressive.
Team Teeth is ready to go.
Okay.
Like Euphoria pulling like a thing out of the bag and whipping it like Pokemon style, and then it just becomes a dog.
Okay. So at this point, You said the snake is next to Adara.
Mhm.
And where is Reginald?
Reginald's gonna be like in front of Euphoria.
Okay.
She just like tossed it in front of her.
Okay. So at this point, the boars are going to charge. And that first boar is going to go straight for the snake.
Does it get within my reach?
It gets a nat 1, so it doesn't really get far.
Oh, buddy! You
Does
tried
it
so
get
hard.
within my reach?
Yeah, does it get an attack of opportunity because it's entering our space?
Well, I also
So
have
you
like
can-
ready to action.
Yeah, you've readied an action.
Yeah, 'cause-
so
Attacks of
I'm gonna
opportunity are for when they
say-
leave your threatened range.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it kind of gets there and then sees the snake and is like, I don't know what I'm doing now.
That is
I
a
was.
24 to hit.
You hit that boar.
All right. Get boardied. Oh, not great. That is 10 points of slashing damage, silvered and magic, if it matters.
Aw.
Then the other boar is also going to charge. And I think that's going to hit the snake.
What is
Let's
it?
see. That's a 16.
Yep.
Okay. So the snake takes 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it gets to attack again. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, just barely.
Okay. So it didn't. It doesn't even do an extra attack. It just does the extra damage. So oops. So that is an extra 3 damage, and it has to give me a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. I love the fact that on my character sheet I now get to put snake HP. Snake HP.
HP.
Snake HP. Come on, snake. Yes! 22! It's an 18 plus 4.
The snake is not prone.
Yes!
Strangest sentence in existence.
Yes, the snake has a 19 strength. He is strong.
Oh my god.
Oh, right. It's a giant constrictor snake, right?
Yeah, he's Lord.
That's a big nope rope.
Yeah, big no.
How strong is Reginald? Is Reginald just like a dog?
What is he? He's a dire
Reginald-
wolf?
Yeah. Reginald's technically a dire wolf, so their strength.
He's a 17. He has a
17. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see,
Team
Mom.
tough.
Adari, you are up.
All right, I'm
Team
gonna
buff.
attack Team Buff. I'm gonna attack the boar that I hit before. Just gonna
Okay.
keep doing it. Does a 10 hit?
No.
That's fair.
I will say actually it does hit, but you bounce off of its tough hide. This is a bristly piggy.
That's also fair. I'm gonna bite it.
Bite the piggy.
That's better. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Good. Please take 8 points of piercing damage.
So how do you take out this boar?
Oh my god. I thought they had more HP than that. Idara just, I guess, like, takes her scimitar and, like, kind of, tries to swing at the boar, and it doesn't work, and she's just like, for fuck's sake! And then, like, just grabs it kind of around the, like, neck and takes, like, a big chomp out of, like, the shoulder area.
Aww. We have bacon now. Bacon!
Bacon! Pre-smoked bacon!
F in chat for bacon.
It is Snake's turn.
Yay! It's snake turn. I am going to... Which one? I'm going to do the snake. I'm going to have it constrict. So let's do...
Okay.
Oh, and now I have to do this thing. So it's an attack. That's a 14 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, so now I have to do the damage for the snake. This is the first time the snake has done something. Whoa! Where's my other D8? There it is. Okay, that's doing 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're gonna have to. You are now grappled against the snake.
So how do you want to have the snake take out that boar?
Snake just does a big hug until boar stops moving.
Guys, do you think we overreacted to these two pigs?
You can never overreact to two feral hogs coming charge at you.
That's true. More people need to be afraid of boars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
It can do a lot of damage.
This is my
Yeah.
hot take for the internet for today.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of that video where it's just like the boar running to music. Thinking of that.
Well, it's fine. We have Reginald now, and now we can probably track the missing folks.
I
Yeah.
love how we just whipped out the Dr. Doolittle animal squad because we got threatened by 2 big pigs.
You can be a big pig too. Oi.
Oi!
Oi!
All right. So, anything interesting about these boars?
They're dead.
Anything else though? They got little sailor hats on them or anything?
Sure look like boars.
Cool.
They will now when we take them back to the ship for food.
Yeah.
We did say we were gonna find freshwater, lumber, and go hunting. So
We did 2 of our jobs.
we're 2 out of 3. And we
Yeah.
have passed a fuck ton of trees.
Yeah.
That's a 66.6% repeating. We're doing good. Yeah, I would like to take these 2 little pigs. Now the question is, where is the third? Where is he?
Little pigs from school are we?
Um,
You can give me a survive check to keep tracking the footprints, unless you want to play with these pigs for a while. Maybe cut them up and bring home slices for your friends.
I feel like we should focus.
The thing is, if we leave them here, though, is something else going to take them.
Yeah.
Based on the number of dead pigs in the bottom of this pit, I'm going with no.
Yeah, but also the path of least resistance. If I have to have the option of climbing into a pit to get food or taking food that is sitting right next to the pit, I'm going to take the food that's right next to the spike pit.
It's fair.
You could throw them into the spike pit.
Then we have to go get them out of the spike pit.
Oh, and then that's tainted meat. Gross.
Yay!
Ah, the little known song. I was trying to make a tainted love joke, but I couldn't quite land the.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to sing it, so there you go.
I'm sure it would have done better if you had been willing to sing it. I was not willing to attempt that on stream, so.
I was muted, so there you go.
Anyway.
Yeah. Can I just cut them up real quick? I guess, or like it's with
Can
like.
we?
Are you doing it quickly or taking your time?
If you take your time, I will have Snake watch.
I'm sure there's so much meat on these that we could do it quickly and still get plenty.
Yeah.
Okay, give me either a dexterity or survive check to quickly skin an animal.
So do you want me to just do like a saving throw, or do you want me to do sleight of hand?
You can do sleight of hand. You're not
Cal-
trying to like hide
Yeah.
anything, but you
Yeah.
are.
It,
If you want to do sleight of hand and Adara wants to do wisdom or something, or not wisdom, survive or something.
Sure. I was
gonna
also
say-
just gonna offer to like help. It's like if
Oh,
we're
yeah, you
harvesting
can help.
meat, I'm not just gonna stand
oh
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, so
I got a 15.
How about
Yeah.
Ophelia and Adara tackle the other one?
yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll
was gonna
roll
say-
survival with advantage then.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
I have a knife. Go ahead. I have a sickle.
Cocked.
Peel it.
Thank you for dodging the nat one for me, Ophelia.
You're
16.
welcome.
Okay. So yeah, you both aren't like experts at this, but you get some good cuts of meat.
Yay!
Oh.
But you could
Wow.
only carry 200 pounds back to your wagon.
Oh, what are we encumbrance rules?
Oh,
Get it?
Okay.
I mean,
died in dysentery before we got
oh my god.
Gosh.
If you
200
continue to
pounds of
hunt in
meat.
this area, game will become scarce.
200
Oh,
pounds of
God.
meat is plenty. We have one
Yeah.
ship full
Yeah,
of people
that
and they
isn't
already
good
had
at all.
rations.
Ink, that was an Oregon Trail joke. It's something old people do.
Yeah, I realized that after the fact because I was like, oh, we're gonna do encumbrance math now. We have to like multiply the weight of my character by like 1.75.
All right.
All right, we've
Are we
done
going back again?
You've got like bacon and fat back and all sorts of stuff.
I don't know if I would like to carry raw meat on my back in the sun.
it.
I don't know how much I
we're
like
in the
that.
woods. We're in the
We're in the woods.
It's still hot out.
It is hot. You are on an island.
Then you should have thought of that before we spent all this time cutting up this meat. Let's go.
It's gonna start smelling like a high school locker room. Don't want to do that.
This smells way bloodier than a high school locker room.
I mean,
After football games.
trichinosis is the worst thing that can happen, so you're fine.
Yeah.
All right, give me a survive check to track those footprints.
I was gonna say.
Wait,
now
are
we've
we
gotten to
pressing
the-
on or are we going back to the boat again?
Oh, I thought you were pressing on. If you want to go back to the boat, you can just go back to the boat.
Team, are we pressing on or are we going back to the boat again?
We just want to dump it and then run.
We can. Parts of me want to be like, we just give it to Reginald, like in a pack, and he just runs it back to the ship because that'll be faster.
I mean, yeah, why not?
What's the carrying capacity of a dire wolf?
Do that math.
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
I mean, yeah, we could just do that. He could be your little Pony Express.
Does Reginald obey your commands like a familiar does, or is he just like a dog?
He obeys.
Okay, then yeah, you could do that. You could just cover Reginald's meat.
Yeah. Well, I have it wrapped up. Like we have empty packs. So
For the
they're all in
record,
pack.
Reginald's carrying capacity is 255 pounds, so...
He's good.
Oh yeah, he's got enough space.
Reginald's good.
Just imagine we send this wolf back and they're like, cool, meat! You're like, no! Oh, yeah. What have we gotten at this point? We've gotten Gulliver's Travels, we've gotten Shipwrecked, Castaway, we've gotten to the Lord of the Flies portion of our programming tonight. Oh.
Zan in chat is right. We should also leave a note on Reginald.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yep.
people don't just freak out because there's a wolf.
Dog covered in meat.
God.
After you've told them that there are like weird magics on the island,
Yeah.
here's a meat dog.
Yeah.
All right.
Draz, this island has it all. Food, water,
So
meat, dog.
I'll sacrifice a length of rope to this. We can tie up some saddlebags on Reginald and then just
Yep.
send him out.
Yep.
Return to the ship.
Yeah, I have paper, so we can just like pin a little note to one of the meat pieces.
Meat dog.
That's just like, please do not eat the dog. The meat is what is here for you.
The meat is
Yeah.
for eating. The dog is for us.
His
Cool.
name is Reginald. Give him a pat. Send him back.
I mean, if
Yeah.
Reginald dies, he just goes back into fluff, right? In your bag, so you're fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Worst case scenario, he just turns into like a puffle.
Yeah.
All right. We press on.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, give me a survive check.
There it is. Oh, I got a 2. Don't ask me for things.
Oh, I got a 21. Ask me for things.
Okay. I'm not muted. Okay. So we can go to the first map.
Ooh.
You arrive at a crumbling temple covered in crude paintings.
Paintings of what?
Ooh.
It's clear they're depicting a story of some sort. You could give me an insight check to see what's going on. But just taking a look at it, you can tell that there are paintings of lizard folk on here, as well as some humanoids, but you can't see what their faces look like. They almost look formless.
Oh. Like our doppelganger friends.
Yeah. Oh, that's not terrifying at all.
I'll make an insight check.
Are you proficient in history or religion?
No.
Okay, so it's just straight insight check.
I'm proficient in insight, though. That won't help me too much. 13?
Okay. Can't quite make out what the story's telling, but you can see that it is a story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I want to see if this is a religious thing, or if this is just people slapping
I
stuff
cannot
on
hear
the
what you're
wall.
saying.
I was saying, I want to see if this is a religious thing, or if this is just people slapping stuff on the wall like I was when I was 6. For no reason.
Adara gestures vaguely at the wall and says, "This is something."
Is there any like ancient draconic written?
Captions?
Yeah.
Subtitles.
Subtitles.
There's no
Dubs.
writing here.
Yeah.
I got an 11 on religion.
This doesn't appear to be a religious document. It appears to be a historical one.
Ooh. Who has?
So you enter at, does it say on this map, chambers? Okay, so you're in chamber, if you go in, you would enter in chamber 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sure.
So I'm assuming this was probably made by our big swamp friends with the mud in their holes. Your holes.
So in this one, on the walls, you see the lizard people and it's even hard to tell if these are humanoid people because they have like the vague shape of humans, but sometimes they're shimmery, sometimes they're formless, but they're definitely beings of a sort. But in this first room, you see some of them like holding hands, sharing food, that kind of thing. Planting trees.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems like they had a good relationship up until something.
What's Euphoria up to?
So is it obvious that there are like other places, or is that all that's just like in this one room? It doesn't lead off anywhere.
Let me see the map. So like it doesn't describe how they're connected. So I assume you can tell that this was once a big connected like temple or building, but now it's so ancient and rotted away that it's just like ruined open rooms.
Okay.
Like no ceiling, vines on the walls. So you can see that there are 3 distinct sections, but only 1 floor.
All right. Well, maybe we'll get more of the story in like this other room then.
Yeah.
Sure.
Seems like we're missing some parts of this.
Let's go into the second room.
So in the second room, you see on the walls those vaguely humanish creatures now have a lot more of the food than the lizard folk did. They're no longer shaking hands. And the lizard folk seem to be reaching out towards the humanoid-ish creatures. But there's definitely a break between the 2 of them.
I think I know what happens, but let's go to part 3 to find out.
Yes.
Tune in next wall.
Great Blackberry ain't got nothing on this with the parlor. What's in room number 3?
No whammies.
In room number 3, there are now a lot of lizard folk on the walls. A lot more than the formless humans. And they have weapons. The human creatures still have more of the food, but you see one of the lizards wearing a large headdress, and it's stabbing a spear through one of the shimmering humans.
Good for them. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to say that.
We'll find out.
And give me a perception check, friends.
Sure.
Oh, that sounds like a great time.
Euphoria got a 21.
How did I roll another 8?
14.
Okay. So Euphoria. you hear footsteps coming from room 2.
Yeah, Euphoria makes eye contact with both Hadar and Ophelia, and she just whispers, "Hide."
Idara, through her earmuff things, is just like, what?
Like, and then Euphoria like lifts up vines and like puts herself behind it and makes sure she's covered.
I look for a hiding spot.
Everybody, okay, tell me how you're all hiding, and then everyone give me a stealth check, please.
These walls are like crumbly, right?
Yes, these are crumbly walls covered in vines.
Are there any is there any major debris inside that could be like ducked behind?
Sure.
All right. I want to position myself like in a corner. I have no idea where the footsteps are coming from, but I want to just position myself in a corner so that there's like some form of major debris that I can like duck behind.
What about you, Ophelia? What are you doing?
I am going to like hide behind like a crumbling piece of architecture, and I will be casting thaumaturgy in a direction that is completely opposite all three of us.
Oh.
And what are you doing with thaumaturgy?
I am going to create. I'm going to use the one that says you create an instantaneous sound, and I'm going to make it sound like footsteps of multiple people running in the opposite direction.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody give me a stealth check with advantage because of the thaumaturgy.
Thanks, Ophelia.
You're welcome. I was like, I have a thing. I forgot about my thing.
I got a nat 20. So it's a
Nice.
26.
I got an unnatural 20.
That feel when you have advantage and you roll 2 6s? I got a 12.
Aw, it's okay. We'll cover for you.
Idara ducks behind the thing, forgets she has horns and a tail for a second, and is just like, fuck.
It's just like when a cat like sits behind the couch and you see its tail just like sitting out next to it.
Flick, flick.
Oh, Gwendy told us all to sit up straight.
I did.
Euphoria with a nat 20, what does that bring your whole thing up to? Like, what is your...
it's 26 total.
Okay, shit.
So extra!
Save self bonus. Different results.
I'm just basically I'm one with the vines now.
Gosh, I was gonna say also, Gwen, don't forget we have inspiration if you want to re-roll it for a third time.
You know, is the team okay with that? Do we want to be sneaky? All right, I'm doing
Sure,
it.
we
I'm
don't know who it
re-rolling.
is.
There we go. Aggregate 20.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
finally, the
third
whole team
time's
rolls
the
a 20.
So that brings it to 26?
Aggregate 20. I
Oh,
rolled
aggregate
14.
20. Okay. So, sorry, I can't understand words.
No worries.
Understand your accent.
So, you all see 2 lizard folk walk in the room. One is dressed like the ones that you saw out before with multiple javelins on their back. The other is wearing robes. And she stops when entering. It says in ancient Draconic, so Euphoria, you're the only one who can understand this. Oh, your friends left you behind. I see you in the rubble.
Excuse me? You want to run that by me again?
Euphoria's just gonna
She sees
wait.
Adara.
Oh.
Is she like making eye contact with? Is it like apparent that she's talking about me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just gonna stand up from behind the rubble and just like cross my arms over it, be like, yeah.
Again, in ancient Draconic. Euphoria, you get the word. She starts to say, a whole lot as the other lizard folk readies a spear, but you catch the words sacred place and leave.
I'm just gonna
And
point
then the next
at
thing
my
you
ears
see,
and just be like, I can't hear you. Also, I don't speak lizard.
as she is talking, she is waving her hands, and now there is a swarm of snakes on the ground in front of you.
Always the danger noodles, huh?
Huh. All right.
Is she acting like? Because I'm still trying to guess what she wants me to do based on like body language.
She points
like out.
out.
All right.
Can, like, because I'm so well hidden, can I just, like, Euphoria just has her tail come out while, like, the lizard folk aren't looking in her direction, and then, like, Euphoria is just gonna, like, gesture with her tail to, like, also go out?
Yeah. I was
to kind of,
say,
like, help out.
If it gives Adara extra time, I will cast another action of thaumaturgy and have the ground start to shake a little bit
Okay.
under the lizard folk's feet.
Are you trying to intimidate them?
It's more just like I'm trying to distract them so they are more confused about that than why there is a blue glow-in-the-dark tiefling sitting in the middle of their temple.
Okay, yeah, give me a charisma check for that.
Oh gosh, I have courage.
Oh, let's do that.
To this. It's not worse. It's a 12.
Okay. So the one with the spear is like looking around everywhere. The one who cast the snakes is still staring daggers at Adara. And now she's just saying, leave.
I mean,
in Draconic. And those snakes are getting closer to you.
I feel like... I feel like Idara's pretty, like, willing to do this. Like, she was just checking the walls, and then some people were like, get out. And she's like, all right, your pictures suck anyway. Like, so, like, she'll just be like,
You get kicked out of the museum.
And then, like, just start walking out, I guess.
Okay.
I do not want to
The snakes
leave.
do not pursue you.
Cool. I do not want to leave. I do want to, like, kind of try and I would like to attempt to, like, duck behind a wall and still be in the area, because I know my friends are still in there. But,
okay.
I'm gonna try and do better than last time, I guess.
What are the other two of you doing?
Well, what are the
There's
lizard
a swarm of
doing?
snakes writhing on the ground.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mosh pit.
What are they doing now that Adara's walked out of the room?
You see the one who casts the snakes puts her hand on the other one. It's just breathe.
Yeah, I'm gonna continuing the other fact, it is not stopping.
So they're not leaving.
Give me actually no, I won't. She doesn't whisper it. She just we know they're not with them. As long as they're not on holy ground, they won't harm us. And one of the one with the javelin says, we can use them like the others. And then they walk out.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if that didn't happen, I was gonna have my frog go apeshit and go running at them.
Okay.
It's gonna be like pocket frog.
So they weren't being really specific. So with the theys, so were they to make sure like I as a player understand? So they were saying that we can be used like the others, and the other creatures, the ones that do the shimmer, can't come on holy ground. Is that what I got from that?
An insight check.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will do my best. That's a 7.
Before or after the like 7 total?
Yeah, that's 7 total. I rolled a 4 and I have a +3.
Oh no.
So you get that this is holy ground to them, so they don't want you on holy ground.
Oh, okay.
But you're
Alright.
unsure who can be used and who the others are.
Okay. That's great.
So
Alright.
did they like
Have
audibly
they walked
leave?
away?
Yes, they walk out.
Adara walks back into the room and is just like, fucking rude.
Yeah.
Are you watching where they're going, or are you just hanging out?
Me? Who?
I said, were you watching where those two lizard folk go, or are you just heading right back into the temple?
Oh, if I can still see them, then yeah, I would like to keep tabs on them.
Okay. They head up a path that you can see winding ahead of you.
Okay. I wait until they're like kind of well and truly out of the way. And then I walk back into the temple and say, fucking rude.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason they're rude is because this is their sacred site. So they obviously don't want random people in here, which I guess is understandable. But then the one with the javelins was like, we can use them for something like the others. And I don't know who they're talking about.
Is it still us?
Well, like, I'm not really sure. It might be us. It might be the could be missing crew members, or it could be the whoever does like the hoodwinking around here that aren't the lizard folk.
I would think that the others means the footprints we've been slowly tracking all day.
Well, there's a lot that's going on there. None of it good.
But I mean, they weren't malicious. Like the lizard, I know that they like drew snakes and made them wriggle on the ground in front of you, but they weren't threatened necessarily. They just didn't want us here physically in the buildings. So I guess that's a plus.
Angry spaghetti to chase away the tiefling.
Can I look around here to see if there's anything in particular that like they wouldn't want us to be messing with?
The entirety of this temple.
Where's the altar? Where's a holy symbol?
I mean, I'll tell you, this place looks, if not abandoned, like it's basically like a ruin. Like there's not much here besides rubble. You could look, maybe find some like coins or something, but just as DM, I'm telling you, there's not much to find here.
It probably, unless the party wants to keep moving, Adara probably pokes around for a little bit, just trying to be like, why aren't people allowed in here, huh? What's in here?
Do an investigation check.
Sure. Well, I steel myself to be annoyed when she doesn't find anything. 14.
You find some weird roots.
Bad taste and stuff.
Yummy.
Don't stick things in your mouth that you don't know where they came from. Dara,
That's
you
Adara's
should know
whole
that.
job.
Have you seen me in any fight?
I have, and
That's
like,
Adara's whole thing.
you also shouldn't do that either.
It works.
We found out that ghosts taste minty. We found
That's
out
great
that
news.
like,
That is a point in favor of my method. Thank you very much.
I mean, when I die, I don't want you to bite my ghost, okay?
I won't if your ghost...
Floss.
Unless your ghost tries to
With
start
my
shit.
ghostly form.
Keep your ghost in line and we won't have problems.
Just to see, out of everything I would expect a ghost to taste like, it would not be mint. It would be like drinking orange juice after you've had a mint.
No, that's what the meteor undead tastes like.
Not as yummy.
In any case, let's try going back to those footprints.
Yeah.
Feet
Prints.
And I point out the path that the two lizard folk went up, so the rest of the party like knows about it. At least.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna.
The footprints actually go up that direction.
Oh.
Sorry. What were you saying, Ophelia?
I was gonna say I just wanted to take my staff out again and make it the snake again, so it can just like slither up ahead.
Okay.
Of us and like warn us if anything, because I will know if the snake just comes back and is like
You can't see through the snake's eyes, right?
I could, yeah.
Oh,
because I have the gaze of two minds. Well, that's a humanoid. That's not a. That's not
that doesn't work on animals.
Yeah.
Do you have beast bond?
What?
Do you have beast bond?
No, I do not think so.
I think that's just a druid spell.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I can touch a willing lizard folk, then I can see what's going on. I put on my lizard goggles.
I think we're in short supply of those right now.
I mean, it'd be what it do, you know.
So we're going up?
Yes, I'm sending my snake ahead of us, and I just want to see what exactly the spell will carry.
Just as a quick aside, has Reginald found us from dropping shit off at the boat?
It would take a little bit of time first for him to get there and then to get unloaded, so he has not found you yet.
Okay.
He's on his way, though.
Yeah.
He's on his way.
This is a small island, approximately 4 miles in diameter, so it won't be forever, but
it will be a time. Yeah.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yeah. While we're doing this, I would also, while we're walking, I would like to cast my Invocation Mask of Many Faces to make myself look more lizardy and less like a tiefling.
Oh.
So I just look like a lizard in a dress now, not a tiefling in a dress.
Good.
I like it. Any specific lizard or just a lizard person?
More of like a lizard folk of like the darker kind of like scale color, and I would like to make it appear as if I am like there's mud on my clothes and mud on me as a person, and that's all that I want to do with that.
So you're not trying to be like one of like their people, you're just trying to be like, I am a lizard folk who was marooned here.
Yes.
Okay.
More of that. It's gonna go great when they try to talk to me.
You don't speak Old Draconic.
I don't speak any Draconic.
It's fine. We can we can do ventriloquism. It's fine. Just move your mouth when I start talking. It's fine.
You just see Ophelia like in the corner.
So we go to map 2.
Map 2.
Yeah. Map 2.
Oh my god.
And
map.
You see
2.
an overgrown earthen mound in the central clearing of the island. Through the overgrown vegetation, you see a flurry of activity as a group of lizard folk surround 3 beautiful women who are somewhat scantily clad. Behind these women are 2 people that you recognize as sailors from your boat, lying unconscious on the ground. These beautiful women are eyeing the lizard folk with suspicion, and both sides look like they might attack each other at any moment. As you approach, you see Ophelia's snake there, hiding out in the grass, kind of just looking at both sides. And you can communicate with the snake, right?
It can come back to me and I'd understand. It's probably most of what he's talking.
It would communicate to you that the sailors are alive.
Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling the snake would be able to like do that if I asked like, are the sailors dead? The snake would be like, nope. Okay.
And you can see that standing off against these 3 women are 2 lizard folk, 2 of which you recognize from the temple. One is the javelin buddy, and the other one is the one who threw the snakes on the ground, now wearing a massive headdress that you recognize from the painting in the temple.
Oh, that's not.
Have they started talking at all?
No. They both look like they're kind of like, you coming at me, bro? You coming at me, bro? Kind of thing.
I recognize this energy.
A quick aside, do we see any of the lizard folks that were in the pond thing that appeared to us that told us?
I would say the other one is one of the ones from the pond. Probably the one that you talked to, actually.
That little shit. I told him we were looking for people.
Found people you have.
I'm just imagining that this guy talks like Yoda. He's just chilling in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, Euphoria's a little grumpy right now because she definitely told them we were looking for people.
And he's just like, y'all hear something? Unfortunate.
All right. I mean, we're not trying to be subtle, right? Like, we have no reason to sneak up on these people, right?
No, I guess not.
Cool.
I think I made myself a wizard.
Yeah, so I'll talk in the hip young draconic that I know, and I'll see if I can do anything.
This is like trying to talk to a Gen Z kid who spends all their time on TikTok, and you're just like, I don't understand.
They show up, and you're just like, yo, this ceremony's on fleek, and they're like, what?
Like, Grandma, no.
Anadari, you say hello?
Yeah.
And then I immediately translate.
One of the women, before you translate, says, hello. It's so nice to hear home talk.
I just realized that I still have my ears covered, so I can't actually tell if...
I think the smile would be enough to tell you that it's not threatening.
Yeah. Seeing that she's, like, actively responding, I'll probably take an ear... I know. You're shaking your head, but, like...
Make choices as Adara.
Make choices as Adara.
Adara's suspicious as fuck is kind of the problem. So I, the player, I'm like, I'm intrigued, and Adara's just like, no.
Adara's like, speak up. Like,
yeah. So Adara sees that this person is responding and is just like, oh, do you speak common? Because I can't actually hear you. I've got a thing. Sorry, but hi. Unless you're responding in not common, and then this is super fucking awkward.
Just please. And then the other 2 join her and say, please help us, save us from them. And they point to the lizard folk who are hissing.
At them or at us?
At them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask the lizard folk why they are hissing at the 3 ladies.
Will you be able to hear them?
I mean, I'm going to, like, walk closer.
Their ears are also covered.
Well, like, I'm gonna walk closer and just, like, I'll be, like, I can cast thaumaturgy. I just make my voice louder so they can hear me over their mud stuff.
Oh my god.
So.
I cast a megaphone.
So it's like, yes. Yeah, so like
Michael Bay
really,
megaphone.
Like, really deafening to these 3 ladies. I'm just like, hey, how's it going?
Oh, you're gonna Michael Bay it. Just
Oh my
randomly in the middle of
God.
the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, to the lizard folk respond.
So you're asking, are you really saying just how's it going?
No, I was just being a shit. No, I always ask. I asked them why they were hissing at the ladies, and then I was also going to ask if we could get our sailor friends and take them with us.
So when you ask whether hissing at the ladies, the one that you spoke to at the ponds says, "Hello again.
What?
Steal the food."
What? Euphoria, can you hear
Draconic.
them?
Yeah, hang on. I'm
Food.
trying to fix my mic.
They take everything.
Can Euphoria hear
To
them?
which, in Draconic, one of the ladies shouts back in a beautifully melodic voice, "You take everything. You shouldn't even be here."
Wait.
Can Euphoria hear either of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if they're shouting, and I walk closer with like my hands up to make it known that I'm not threatening.
I'll walk with and behind.
Me just chilling.
So for the second part, when you were asking for your friends back, give me a persuasion check, please.
Cool. That's a 21.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're asking that from the lizard folk?
Yes. Because they kind of look like they're the ones in charge. They've got more numbers, so. And I have a rapport with them from the pond, so.
The one in the massive headdress looks at you and says, "We didn't take them."
Oh. Okay. Thank you. And then like Euphoria's just gonna walk up, grab one of the sailors.
One of the ladies will try and stop you.
Yeah, no, she's not touching me. I'm gonna break her hand if she touches me.
If you try and take one of those sailors, she will definitely put her arm out to stop you.
Can I like move between them? Just like to block her from blocking Euphoria? Just be like, those are our people. We're taking them back.
Yeah, yeah.
Just, they'd rather be with us.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't. We have a ship to be on, deadlines to keep. We're not here to dawdle. They're not yours. They're their own person, and that's final.
Can we
kind
hear
of
them?
Smiles at you.
I'm unclear on how effective our headbands are, so I don't know how to interact with this entire situation.
They're moderately effective.
Okay.
And at this, actually no, they're not going to do that at this point. So you can hear them.
Okay.
Talking. It's just kind of muffled, like when someone's talking to you and you're wearing earplugs, you know, and it's kind of like,
Okay.
not quite like Charlie Brown's teacher, but like you're kind of getting most of the words.
All right.
She says, "Take out those scaly beasts and you can stay with us. This island has plenty. They just won't share."
Is this at us?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been here versus how long have they been here? Because it appears that they've been here about, or like for a while.
They kind of look at each other.
The fact that you can't tell me means that maybe you shouldn't be here. If they don't answer, I'm just gonna ask you build a ship and you leave. You go back to where you were from. You said, "Oh, it's so nice that people are talking the common tongue." Like, you obviously had homes before you came here, and you don't speak Draconic.
Give me a persuasion check again.
Cool. I am I don't know if this makes a difference, but I am wearing the amber necklace.
Are they fae?
Are they
that's
fae?
okay.
Do I get advantage?
No.
Okay, it's fine. Persuasion check it is. Just flat. It's fine.
You're
It's
a
a
bard.
22
This is-
anyways.
Find out what they are in the Patreon video.
Does my wait, I have a bracelet that vibrates if I'm within 5 feet of a monstrosity?
It is vibrating.
I'll just kind of reach out and like tap it against Euphoria's arm so she knows.
Oh. I see clearly now.
I'm glad I went through my magic
brain is
items
gone.
earlier today.
But I got a 22 on my persuasion check.
Okay. And she says, but where would we go? Could we go with you?
Fuck no.
No, here's
Sorry.
It's so funny. Just the diplomacy versus no.
Yeah, get out of here.
here's a compromise. How many of you there? How many of you are there?
Us three. They won't let us stay, and there's 3 of us.
Can I tell if she's lying about there only being 3 of them?
Inside checker.
Cool.
Bullshit, chat.
French toast. I have an 8 total.
She sure seems honest, and you only see 3.
Could I make an insight check on the "they won't let us leave" part? Because
She didn't say they won't let us leave. She said, how would we leave? Where would we go?
I thought she said there's only 3 of us and they won't let us leave.
Yeah, you just said that they won't let them leave.
Then I misspoke.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I meant to say they won't, like they want us to leave, basically. They won't share with us, was what I was trying to say. But me as the DM fucked up.
Okay.
Got it.
What the women are speaking in common, correct?
They spoke Draconic once, but apart from that, they are speaking common, yes.
Okay, so I want to insight that what they said then, like the whole thing, like there's only 3 of us. This is a pity us kind of thing, because I can still hear them.
Yeah.
While I'm standing in a circle, just like chilling, not saying anything.
So you know how
That's
the
a 4. God damn it!
Seems legit.
So you know how the lizard folk are speaking like ye old, like Beowulf Draconic?
Mm-hmm.
How is the common on these 3 monstrosities then?
It's recent. But when they speak Draconic, it is ye old Draconic.
Are they, like, could I tell that they were more fluent than I was?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Well, I did also ask the lizard folk to confirm who had also been there longer. Early on in the conversation.
Sorry.
No,
So
it's fine.
the lizard folk in the big hat would kind of hiss at you and say, it doesn't matter. We are here now, and they take all the food. They take all the water.
It does matter because whomever was here first, like, it's their land, and anybody else who comes is trespassing unless other arrangements are made.
We've been here for thousands of years.
With them, or just you?
With them.
Oh, so it's both of your lands, and you need to share.
They do not share.
Well, y'all shared at one point in time. What made you stop?
Who says we shared?
Your walls do.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah. 25.
Okay.
Birds.
Yeah. Gotta love my +7 in persuasion.
Yeah, that's a.
And at that, the one in the hat says, "You could read the walls." And the one of the women, "How did you know?"
Is that in Draconic or Common?
That's in Common.
Yeah, so Euphoria will switch and go, the walls were connected at one point. It's not too difficult to put it together. It's just, I guess it depends on what room you walk in first, but we happen to walk in the rooms in the right order.
Your wise words convince the sirens and lizard folk to put down their weapons.
Not to make this DC harder,
Yes.
but since I have no idea what anyone's saying,
Uh-huh. You understand the Common.
yeah, the Common of how did you figure that out? Very helpful.
Jet's just like, Idara.
I just want to be moving to the two sailors that we are here to rescue. I'm not doing anything yet, but I am now within arm's reach of at least one, preferably two of them. So that's all.
Oh, okay. You just want to get closer to them.
I want to be there because I don't know what they're talking about and I don't know how it's going.
Okay.
I mean, you and me both, Idara. I'm just like, I'm ready to hit something and or run.
Yeah, so I'm ready to like grab each one of these in a hand and just like book it down the hill if I need to.
Both the leaders of the sirens and the lizard folk kind of warily look at each other. And they come to an agreement that if they used to coexist, perhaps they can again.
Yeah, so like Euphoria, like if they're like really confused about it, like Euphoria will be like, let's walk and talk, and then like take them back to the temple and point everything out. That way we could also get them out of the shared area where the sailors are and move this along.
Yeah, the second they start leaving, just, you good? Euphoria, you good?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Great. Ophelia, help me.
Okay. I don't know
As soon as those women are away from the sailors, they wake up and look very confused.
Oh yeah, you might want to stuff their ears.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
You want to go home, right?
Yeah.
Great. Let's go. We can give them some cotton from the herbalism kit.
Yeah.
After taking them through the temple, the two leaders offer to bring you a meal at the boat that night. And over a meal of spit-roasted lizards and fresh citrus fruit, the lizard folk and sirens air their grievances and talk for the first time in a generation.
Is this like humans eating a meal of monkey?
I did think that. Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say, isn't this like kind of like cannibalism?
It's not cannibalism, but it is weird.
It's very close to
It's like
cannibalism.
a wolf eating a dog.
Yeah.
Or a human eating a chimp. Yeah.
Human just like, I love the taste of capuchin.
Yeah, it's like one evolutionary step away from falling down the stairwell of cannibalism.
Over the course of this week, while you are repairing the boat, they come to an arrangement where both groups can coexist on Locrian, which is the name of this island. On the morning of your departure, the two leaders meet at your vessel. There's no elaborate exchange of words or deep ceremony. Both leaders' faces show telltale signs of emotions: shame, fear, and even hope. In turn, they say goodbye in their own way. The lizard folk, Shaman, digs her claws into you uncomfortably grabbing your shoulders. The siren gently smells your hair before saying goodbye with a pursed smile. With that, you board the Aegean and sail for Utah's Landing.
At the hair sniff, Adara's reflex is
Yeah.
definitely just like a pow.
Yeah, I think at the hair sniff, Euphoria goes, when we leave, please do not wear my face to amuse yourself. That's still rude on the mainland.
Those no promises. It's a pretty face.
Did Euphoria get a chance to talk them out of like kidnapping people too?
Yeah, Euphoria would have spent the week talking about that, and then she also has like a journal, like she carries around empty journals because she fills them with stories, but she would have left like an empty journal and goes, writing things down is a good way for people to remember things, so you might want to do that, and with like words, so you don't have to rely on crumbling pictures if you know how to do that.
And one of the sirens looks at you and says, we were just trying to get you to kill them. If we're at peace with them, then we don't need to capture you.
All right. Out of character, just as like you do, you Pikachu.
Oh, so weird. I'm like, this went over super well. I'm concerned. Why?
Euphoria is just like, that's not better.
That's not progress.
And as you leave, they give you, together as a group, a potion of animal friendship, a potion of heroism, and 2 potions of healing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Sweet.
Well, you're done making friends with everything that walks on this island.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's like Euphoria goes, I'm definitely more friends with them, points at the lizard folk, than I am with them.
It's her MO. She's never done.
I mean, yeah, if the ship's ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I don't like this. I want to go.
What was that?
Yeah, Ophelia's like, I don't like this. I want to go.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed your week of shore leave. Let's go back to sea.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
No more wild storms.
And shoving off on a beautiful day, you take back to the open water. And that's where we end tonight's episode of
boy.
Threeflings.
We're never gonna find that goddamn monster.
Of The Locrian Way by Benjamin L. Eastman and Matt Dunn from Volume 2.
Woo!
Yay!
Thank you so much for joining us. Next week is Lay of the Sea Hag by Mariska Connolly from Volume 1. Let's meet our Tiefs. Tell us who you are and where we can find you, starting with Wendy.
I'm Gwendy B all over the internet, and I'm an illustrator, so you can find me online pretty much anywhere, mostly Twitter, where you can see art sometimes, and I don't know, whatever else I feel like posting. Lately, it was a drinking game inspired by, I forget what, Labyrinth, that's what it was. But
Just
sometimes
put a fish in chat, and I
Yeah.
thought she meant that's what your drinking game was based on. A fish.
But ostensibly, I do art, and you can find me on the internet if you like seeing art. You're muted.
I know, I fixed it. Ophelia, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, my name is Ink. You can find me on Twitter, memeing and screaming at these dead tongues. Recently, I have been memeing and screaming about things that have been going on, like saving our United States Postal Service, and things that I have been in, like the Eyes Unclouded Ghibli-themed anthology featuring recipes, adventures, and art, some of which was done by me, which you can find on the DMs Guild. Smooth. I finally got it down in one go.
Nice.
Euphoria, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm JessPack. You can find me at HealthPackStream on Twitter. I am a writer, editor, and I am learning the ins and out of Affinity Publisher. I recently released a game on itch.io. You should check that out.
And I'm Jess. Yeah, that's me. You can go to my Twitter at Miss_Jess03. I write games and supplements. Support our Patreon. We do an after show behind the scenes video every week that we're about to do right now. But also, if you support my Patreon, which is linked on my Twitter, you can watch me write a game as I'm writing it for 3 game jams right now. And if you are a writer and want to write a game jam, sign up for Fluffy Horror Jam because it's about to start pretty soon on itch. It's pretty fun. And thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Oh, hey, stick around because we're going to do a raid. But that wasn't what I was going to say. I was going to say come back here on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern for the premiere of Paws and Claws Season 3, The Lost Tales of Pugmire.
And on that note, thank you all for watching, and we'll get that raid set up in chat. Bye.
Thank you for watching. We love you so much. We Are Nerdsmith only has 1 viewer. Let's go give them some love.
All right.
Yay.
End screen. Bye, everyone.